Going to be a high of 85 today. A little breezy later this afternoon. All in all, pretty good day, though. I ain't mad at it. It's golf day, so I'm excited for that. Did you fish yesterday, Thick?
Yes, and it was phenomenal.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah, man.
Where'd you fish?
I hate to say it.
You don't have to, but did you use your boat or were you just walking?
It were ponds.
Ponds.
Okay.
It was Prairie Oaks Metro Park.
I don't want to let out my secrets.
But it's
You gatekeeper.
well, you've got to know how to fish them there. I've learned that. It's a tough place to fish, but I figured it out. And yeah, man, they were biting like crazy. And on topwater, it's early for topwater bite. But they were, I was getting blown up all over the place.
Wow. Were you just by yourself or did you take anyone?
Yeah.
How long were you out?
About 3 hours.
Oh, how fun.
Kelly, I noticed you drove Charlie's truck today.
I did.
How are you comfortable in that truck?
No, I hate it.
Oh, okay. Because like my wife, she has never once driven my truck. She's just uncomfortable in the truck. She will not drive.
Yeah,
a lot of room.
It's just too much. It's too much. And like his seat settings are crazy. And so I usually start off trying to drive with his seat settings. And I just like scooch up closer. And then I'm like, okay, because I don't want to mess up. You know, when you have your perfect seat setting, I don't want to mess up his seat settings. But
yeah, but that's not safe. You're too far away from the pedals and everything.
I'm like all over the place. I thought I'm definitely getting pulled over for drunk driving this morning. But
cars today, though, man, you can like have your own personal setting, and then somebody else can have a different. It's like your Google profile.
Right.
And you put it in, and it automatically adjuts everything to your settings.
Both of our vehicles are 10 years old.
Yeah,
we aren't up to that technology.
We aren't either.
But
they do it.
I only drive it out of absolute necessity because he's taking my car in to get
She won't even move it.
fixed.
She wouldn't even move it.
Not even going to get into that thing on the driver's side. How are you otherwise, Kelly? Good?
I was woken up out of a dead sleep last night about 9:20 p.m. with a tornado warning on my phone. You know, that loud sound.
Yes.
I shot straight up in bed, and it really did sound so weird outside. I live in Licking County, and right in the area where this tornado warning, was supposedly this tornado
going down. Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. So Charlie was downstairs playing his guitar with his headphones on, so he didn't hear the warning. I grabbed the dog. I go downstairs. At the same time, he's opening the front door. He's like, what's going on? It is so weird out there. I go, tornado warning. Got to get in the basement. So we went down to the basement.
Went down there? How long were you hanging out down there for?
I think it was from 9:20 to 9:45. That was
okay.
So not long.
Did anything happen? I know I saw something yesterday from a Facebook post in Michigan somewhere, and they had it going across Lake Michigan into like Benton Harbor, then straight across the state to Detroit. Basically, they said this is the perfect band for not only like golf ball size hail, but a tornado popping up. But I don't know. I didn't see anything. I don't know if anything happened.
It did sound weird outside. We did not have any damage. I didn't see any driving, to work.
Good.
So I don't know if anything happened, but it was freaky.
I cannot remember the last time I ever had to go get in the basement.
Yeah.
It's been that's crazy.
We've had to do it a couple times since we've lived in Licking County.
I had to do it when I was visiting a friend in Nashville. Tornado touched down not even a quarter mile from his house. It was pretty crazy to cram in the spare bathroom, in the half bath.
Yeah.
Three of us in a
bathtub.
Yes, three of us. Well, no, it wasn't even a bathtub.
Yeah.
It was a half bath. It was a toilet and a sink. Oh. So we're just in there with their giant whatever they had, Alaskan Husky or something dog, and it was like, all right, well. We're chilling in here.
I was asking Charlie, I'm like, should we get our important papers? Like, what? I really thought, are we going to get hit? That's how kind of strange the weather was.
Man. But I didn't hear a thing last night. I have window nation windows, so I didn't hear anything.
I don't think your area was impacted, but we got a ton of lightning. Did you?
No, not that I know. Yeah. I didn't hear anything.
Oh, so. Good for you.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a sound.
All right, let's get going on a Tuesday. A lot to talk about, including visiting one of our favorite websites. That would be FessHole. I want to know about your neighborhood pet peeve, because I kind of snapped the other day at something that happens in our little area, and it was driving me nuts. So angry. I want to talk about your local neighborhood pet peeve. We've also got tickets for Bat Out of Hell if you want to go see that. And, coming up in about an hour, be prepared for this, information on a weed breathalyzer. So if you're out there driving and smoking, just know it might be on the way. I'm going to give you all the details.
Man, that's crazy. I wonder how that's, like the .08. What is it?
I don't know. I'll give you all the
work?
details I have. We'll let you know about it.
I'm very interested in
Coming
this.
up in less than an hour. Right now, let's go with Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick, what you got?
$25 to waterbeds and stuff if you're the first one to text in the correct answer. A woman named Jessica McClure Morales. She lives in Midland County, Texas. She's 40 years old, and she was arrested Saturday following a domestic disturbance. Who was she famous for being in the late 80s? This was a person who was famous in the late 80s. Tell us who that is, what she was famous for. First one to text it in at 800-821-9970. You will win the gift card.
Let me start by saying, Chrissy, thank you for the note. I did make us go backwards through the weeks. I said Tuesday. Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, don't push us back.
I don't want to push us back. Not at all. So thank you for the update.
You golf on Wednesdays. You don't want that.
I know. Should be prepared for that. Anyways, let's get the answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right. Jessica McClure Morales was arrested Saturday following a domestic disturbance at her Midland County, Texas home. She is 40 years old. But what was she famous for in the late 80s? When she would have been just a baby, and that, of course, would be baby Jessica.
Yeah.
And new at 6, baby Jessica, who gained national attention after getting stuck in a well in the 80s, was just arrested. Officers in Midland arrested 40-year-old Jessica McClure Morales Saturday night, and she is now charged with assaulting and injuring a family member.
And survived a fall into a 22-foot well where she was in there for 58 hours before they finally rescued her and got her out.
It's interesting because this isn't her first run-in with the law. She's been in the news before.
Oh, is that right?
But she doesn't remember anything about the ordeal.
She was 18 months old.
Yeah,
there's no way she would remember it. We all remember it.
Oh,
it was
sure.
on TV all day, every day.
Yeah.
58 hours it took before they got into that well and rescued her. And they even made the TV movie, Everybody's Baby, the rescue of Jessica McClure. So, it was baby Jessica. She was... that's bizarre. You wonder where are they now? Getting arrested. Alan Carlson from Prospect was the first one to text in the correct answer and got $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
All right, happy birthday. As you're heading out and about this morning, maybe you're thinking about what you're grabbing for breakfast or lunch, or maybe what you're making for dinner. I want to put this out there. This is kind of interesting because I saw this article and it had the most interesting headline. If you're driving, obviously don't close your eyes. But I want you to picture standing at the meat section of your favorite grocery store, right?
Okay.
Giant Eagle, Kroger. You're looking at all the meats, right?
Yeah.
And then you get to the steak section and you're looking down at the cellophane pack and you see a ribeye steak, a nice marbled ribeye steak. And it's got that rib cap, and it's probably got a nice chunk of fat on there. And the point of a ribeye is it's got that nice marbling through all the meat, all those fat lines running through the meat, where you get all that good flavor, all that fat in the meat. Delicious. All right, so you're looking at the ribeye steak, all right? Now I want you to imagine cutting off your leg, okay? And you're looking down from the top of your leg down into your thigh.
The cutoff.
The cutoff point,
like
right.
The bottom of the leg.
Yes, yeah.
Top down.
And here's the deal. Apparently, we are now eating so much ultra-processed food that it's getting into our muscle fibers. Someone just took a picture of a person's leg from the top side down.
What you were just talking about?
And it looks like a ribeye steak. Because
look at that.
The fat around your leg is one thing, but now the fat is getting into the muscle fibers.
That's not supposed to happen.
That's not supposed to happen.
Oh my God.
And so you've got these two legs that look like two ribeye steaks. And now this person was not living a healthy lifestyle. This person got 87% of their annual calories from ultra-processed foods. So this person admitting...
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, this person admitting to eating like sugary cereals, candy bars, regular soft drinks, things of that nature.
So?
Do you have the picture up? You got to show Kelly that.
It's
crazy. That's from the top of your leg down.
That's,
your leg
imagine
cut
cutting off your thigh and you're looking downwards on the thigh. Like I said, it's an ultra marbleized steak is what it is.
That is... It looked like one of those dog treats, the white bone around the meat.
Oh,
Yeah, like bone marrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Obviously, ultra-processed foods have been linked to weight gain and obesity, cancer, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, depression. But now, they're looking at it from another physical way, and this is the fat actually getting into the muscle fibers. So, believe me, I'm not saying anything about it. I'm most likely going to be grabbing McDonald's on my way to the golf course today. I love me some ultra-processed foods. Just saying. I read a quote yesterday. Have it all, just have a little bit of it. Which means you can eat whatever you want. You just gotta watch the portion control.
It's like everything else, in moderation.
In moderation.
That's everything.
So who's the first to get eaten if you're like stuck in a plane crash? The person who's got legs that look like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a perfect supplement to a ribeye steak. So I will easily carve one of these up, throw it on the grill.
Do you think the animal would go for the healthy meat?
No,
because that's what
fat.
they're used to. They're not used to eating ultra-processed
You want
food.
the fat. That's what you put the fat on in case you don't eat again. You got to get as much fat in your system as possible. So, anyways, just be real leery as you're picking out your groceries and getting that ultra-processed food.
That and the chemicals and all the garbage. Why was it ever approved by the FDA?
Because it makes everything cheaper.
Money.
Simple.
Yeah, because money. Of course.
everything
What am
cheaper.
I thinking? Because money.
That's exactly it.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story takes us down south. We have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? Walton County, Florida. The sheriff's office down there just arrested Dr. Thomas Shaknovsky. Because he had someone on the operating table. He was supposed to do a laparoscopic splendectomy and remove the spleen of the patient on the table. However, instead, Dr. Shagnosky removed the person's liver.
Oh, you can't live without that.
Yeah, that's a different part of the body, sir. I thought you would learn that in medical school. Isn't that Anatomy 101? The spleen is here and the liver is here?
Wow.
That's what you would think. Apparently, they went through the legal process and found out that Dr. Shaknovsky was to blame because this patient did pass away, and he presents an immediate serious danger to the health, welfare, and safety of the public. Egregious surgical error. Egregious conduct of fabricated medical records. Here's the thing. The guy tried to hide it. You can't go hiding the fact that you removed the wrong organ. It's not that how that works. He voluntarily surrendered his license to practice medicine in Alabama. However, his license status in Florida is still listed with the Department of Health. That's probably all going to change, as he's probably going to be spending some time behind bars.
Okay. To be fair, the spleen and the liver, although they're in different parts of the body, they don't look that different. The spleen's smaller.
Right.
But in this picture, they both look like they're the same color.
Do they? They look like they're the same color
but
inside
they really
the
are
body.
shaped alike. How do you mistake that? Literally, probably year one medical students
You would
make that
think,
mistake.
yeah.
How horrifying. Did you read, too, in that story that the guy went into cardiac arrest on the table, the operating table, and the guy kept doing the surgery? He didn't stop.
Well, we can finish this up real quick. That's not how you're supposed to do that.
And they're doing it laparoscopically, so they're just going in and
right.
different.
Yeah,
What are
it's
you
got a
just doing
couple holes.
Yeah, you just doing that blind?
Apparently so.
Let's see. I think
Apparently
this
he goes, you want to see my cool party trick? Go ahead, blindfold me.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's not how that's supposed to go down.
That's why you have to read the ratings and all that on any surgeon that you're going to go to.
See,
Now
now
go to
I know.
ratemydoctor.com or whatever.
Yeah. Well, now I know. Like, if I ever thought if I had to get, like, my right arm amputated, I'm going to write on my left arm, not this one.
No.
So now I'm going to have to cut myself open and write on my liver, not this one.
Right.
Take the spleen, not this one. Does a Sharpie work on liver skin?
I don't know.
Can you?
Might have to spray paint it on there.
Might spray paint it, yeah.
He was overheard saying, well, I only removed one of the livers. You can still live with the other
You
one,
gotta live
right?
with the other one, right? Exactly. Story number 2 takes over to Louisiana, where troopers have finally caught a man they have been trying to catch for a while. Apparently, this person is a known fleer, a known escapee. He loves to ride his motorcycle, and when he does speed, which he does often, police will give chase, and then this man will take off. And apparently, he's been fairly successful at it because the officers have finally captured the man. And on the gas tank, on the top of his gas tank on his motorcycle, it says, "Pigs evaded," and then has slash marks. And he's got 11 slash marks on his bike.
Oh, so they know how many to charge him with.
Yes,
now.
exactly. He literally is promoting how many pigs he's evaded.
Oh, my God.
He's got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slash, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slash, and then another one next to it. So, yes, he is keeping track of how many times he has outrun officers.
Mary texted in and said her 14-year-old nephew did that on his dirt bike. He is on probation now with the local police.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
That isn't funny, though.
Yeah. Well, they have finally caught him. They have a great picture of the officers with him in handcuffs, and they're like, "Finally got you, bitch." Like, come on.
I tried to run from the police once in my car.
You did?
not.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't work.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, I don't
I had
believe
already
that.
been pulled over so many times. I was like, I can't get another 2 points
I
on
do
my
not
license.
believe
I can't.
the word of this.
What?
I swear.
What did they say?
I was in north of campus, back in the Patterson Avenue, Adams Avenue. I don't know if you ever lived over there. You know where I'm talking about. I knew that neighborhood like the back of my hand.
So you tried to do the dodge, dig,
Dude,
dive, and dodge?
I did.
And?
No, I got pulled over. What do you think?
What did they say when they finally pulled you over?
Nothing.
They didn't arrest you for resisting?
They were like, "Did you see us following
evading?
you?" I go, "No."
That's who you got. No, I didn't see the lights.
see you
I'm sorry.
following me.
Had the radio up real loud.
Yeah, just didn't know. Had no idea.
Are you serious? Come on, Kelly. This is so
Listen,
hard
man,
to
when
believe.
you can't-
You're the ultimate rule follower.
You can't take another 2 points on your license when you're in that situation. And I wasn't like going 90 miles an hour through a neighborhood. I was just kind of
No, you were just
I was dodging and ducking.
Taking the advantage of the turns. Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't like speed or running away from the police. You were just trying to dodge the police.
Yeah, I was just trying to say
Different.
maybe they'll quit following me.
Right.
But they didn't.
Yeah.
I'm blown away right now. I can't believe it.
It's like GTA. If you evade them long enough, the stars just start to drip off. The police sirens just start to drip off.
Newsflash, I did lose my license too.
Oh, yeah, that will happen.
Thanks a lot, coppers.
Coppers? You about to go hang out with the purple gang from the 20s? Can't catch me, you copper. Al Capone's
That's
like
right.
coppers.
Yeah, see?
That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. So you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, and one of the things, and I think it's actually gotten harder as of late, and also it also gets harder when you get older, is determining someone's age. Because I will look back at someone and be like, "Oh, you're this age," and I'm off by a good 8, 9, 10 years. And nowadays you can see what you think are college students, like upper level college students, and they're basically in high school,
Right.
And it's just people just have a more mature look nowadays.
Is it because we get older? Is that why
I
we
think
feel
so.
that
I think it gets harder as you get older.
Yeah.
And you're
'Cause-
looking back and you're like, I didn't look that young, or did I look younger?
Right.
I think it's weird too when you always hear that story about the Golden Girls. When the Golden Girls were they're in their 50s,
right?
It's like what?
Yes, they were not 75
They were
living in the
elderly.
retirement community. No, not at all.
I think that the one who played Sophia.
Sophia was younger than Dorothy.
No, that's not true.
What? Urban
Sophia
legend.
was the mom.
Right.
She was, I think, she was much older. She was by 20 years than Dorothy. But Dorothy was in her 50s.
Well, she was young. I thought she was younger than one of them, even though she played the mom. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so.
But again,
Who knows? I could be completely wrong. I don't know.
they were not of Florida retirement community age.
Yeah.
That's.
You might be right. I feel like you might be right now. I'm really questioning myself.
I'm pretty sure she was.
I think she was supposed to portray a mom 20 years older, but
Correct.
she was actually like a year younger
Correct.
than B. Arthur.
Yes.
That's so crazy.
Yes.
Like they looked like little old ladies
Right.
back then.
Yep.
And they were in their 50s.
Wigs and makeup can do a lot. Well, I bring this up because someone put a question on the World Wide Webs, and it's, what's an opinion that instantly says you're over 30? So you're talking to someone, and they will have an opinion about something, and you're like, oh, yeah, they're over 30. Like, this is one. Internet forums were better than social media is now.
Oh, okay.
Jumping into the Yahoo chat room
I gotcha.
is better than social media. Here's an opinion that instantly says you're over 30. Having no weekend plans is my favorite kind of weekend plans.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't necessarily fall into that category because Nora and I happen to be out and abouters. We like to do things. So that one wouldn't necessarily work for me. Kelly, probably for you. You don't mind no weekend plans.
Oh, I love no weekend plans.
You're like, I'm good.
I always ask
Good.
Charlie, I'm like, do we just have a normal weekend this weekend? Is this just a normal? That's my favorite. Yeah.
By the way, Ma was a year younger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sophia
yeah,
was a
you're
year
right.
younger,
I'm
right.
sorry.
That's
You're
all right.
exactly
Just wanted
right.
to clear it
It's
up.
so nuts.
Here's an opinion that instantly says you're over 30. Yeah, I want the paper receipt and no, you can't have my email. How many times you get asked in a store?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to sign up for another email list.
Okay, I think I might have one.
Please.
Why is it so loud in here?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Would be one of them. Here's one for you, Kelly.
Okay.
Dinner parties that begin at 7 p.m. are too late.
Thank you.
Not starting the dinner party at
Are
7.
you kidding? Like, I'm wrapping up by 7.
Right.
We're long into digesting by then.
Kelly's having dinner at 2 and the concert at 4, and she's
Right.
in bed
Yeah.
at 7.
Yeah.
Thank you. Perfect life.
Here's one for you, Thick. An opinion that says you're definitely over 30. Have I told you how much I love my air fryer? Yeah.
Just got it for Christmas.
You have become addicted to your air fryer.
I love it, man.
Here's one. I'm kind of on board with this one. These e-bikes and scooters are getting out of control. They're a menace to society.
Oh, God.
They're everywhere. Not only that, but how many times have you gone, especially if you're like me and Nora would love to go downtown, maybe visit a restaurant, walk around a little bit. How many times have you had to change your walking path because there's a scooter laying down in the middle of the road or something? They're all over the place.
I would be okay if they made it illegal to ride even a regular bicycle.
Just done with bicycles altogether?
Like anywhere?
Not kids in the neighborhood, but I'm talking on like a walking path.
Uh-huh.
Like those bicyclists, they love to speed by, and then you're always at fault because
On
you're on
your
the
left.
wrong side. Yeah. I'm sick of being yelled at from behind. Honestly, just sick of it. So if they made you illegal, I would be okay with it.
Okay.
I still love you as a person, bicyclists.
But just don't
love
have your
you as a
bikes
person,
on the
but
walking
I
path.
don't like dealing with bicyclists when I'm walking.
Opinions that say you're over 30. I agree with this one. Pluto is a planet.
Yeah.
That definitely
That's a
says
good one.
you're over 30. And then this one, I have to learn. I've gotten really good about this. I've gotten much, much better. But I definitely need this to sink in as an opinion. Yeah, I really shouldn't. I have to work in the morning.
Yeah.
That's a personality.
Yeah, I've gotten
type.
so much better at that. But every once in a blue moon.
Yeah, but we have to get up so early. If I worked at 8 o'clock, I would go to concerts on the weekend.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know?
There's a total difference between going to bed at 11 p.m. and going to bed at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
For sure. Huge difference.
How about this one? I'm not texting all this. Can you just give me a call?
Give me a call, right. Yes, I'm done with this entire
Yeah.
paragraph of a text message.
Amen.
Without a doubt.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now, all right, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
No reports of damage after a tornado warning was issued for parts of Licking County last night. Forecasters say we could have another chance of severe thunderstorms and high winds again today and tomorrow, with a good chance of storms over the weekend as well. No jail time for former Michigan football coach Jerome Moore. He was placed on probation yesterday for 18 months for a confrontation with his executive assistant right after he was fired for having an inappropriate relationship with her. Moore was facing a possible sentence of up to 6 months in jail after pleading no contest to trespassing into Paige Shiver's apartment and for malicious use of a telecom device. But the judge decided jail time was not warranted here, though he warned Moore that all bets are off if he violates probation.
I wonder how cases are assigned. Obviously, it's within, your area, district, city, whatever the case may be. But The judge that presided over the case is a very famous TikTok judge. I've seen a ton all over TikTok. Yeah. And I had no idea until I saw the news story pop up, and I was like, oh, that's the judge.
Does that
He's
just
all
mean
over TikTok?
A lot of his cases are on TikTok? Is that what it
I don't.
means?
Yeah, I don't know if his courthouse puts the videos out. I don't know if he does it. I don't know if the court. I don't know how the TikTok judges do it.
Maybe it's like
If
police
they're
body
allowed to.
cam. Eventually, it's released to the public, and maybe he just posts them.
Possibly, yeah. Because he's not the only one. There's a very famous judge down in Texas who always wears a bow tie.
Yes, I've seen.
Yeah, with the glasses.
Yeah.
And he's kind of a pretty fair judge.
Yeah.
And he's become TikTok famous. But this judge, obviously in the Ann Arbor area, I've seen many times presiding over cases on TikTok. And yeah, it's like, oh, I wonder if they gave him the case because he does have a public social media following, or if it was just randomly assigned, or anyways.
Moore's probation is probably the least of his worries these days.
Oh, he's got a lot to deal with at home.
Oh, I can imagine.
Well, speaking of as dealing with at home, his wife Kelly wrote a letter of support for her husband, Sharon Moore. Asked for leniency.
Okay.
Is still married to him.
Yeah, and I didn't hear all of the judge's comments, but in the caption it said praises Sharon Moore's wife.
The judge said she is the reason you're getting probation.
Okay.
So you should thank her.
Wow.
Okay.
NFL reporter Diana Rossini has resigned from The Atlantic less than a week after published photos of her and New England Patriots coach Mike Vrabel at an Arizona resort prompted an internal investigation at the sports outlet, which is owned by the New York Times. Someone took pictures of Vrabel and Rossini at this luxury hotel in Sedona, holding hands, their fingers intertwined. Another showed them hugging, watching a sunset. We got pictures of them in bathing suits, poolside, in a hot tub together. After the hotel stay, then they both went on to Phoenix for the NFL owners' meetings. Both Vrabel and Rossini, who are married to other people, say the pictures are innocent and they lack context, that they did nothing wrong, they were at the resort with friends. None of the pictures show any of these supposed friends, just the two of them together, hugging and watching a sunset. Anyway, the New York Times did launch an investigation. Rossini is now resigned from her job as an NFL reporter. Apparently, they've known each other from a long, long time. The New York Times owns The Atlantic. That's why the New York Times...
Oh, yeah, you can't... It's kind of hard to deny if you're walking hand in hand, fingers interlocked.
That's what I was going to... Yeah, they were holding hands, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a simple handhold.
No, it was
like fingers interlocked.
Yes.
I don't even if I'd be okay with a simple handhold.
I don't think that's appropriate in any way, shape, or form with another woman.
Now, here's the thing. Being married, going away to a hotel and doing your thing, that's fine. Now, if this was a single NFL coach and a single reporter, whatever. Okay. But yeah, if it's going to come out that you're having an affair.
I mean, look, he's the coach of the Patriots. He wants to be as good as Bill Belichick, so he's following in Belichick's footsteps, doing everything Belichick did.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. She, again, had to resign from her job, but they said it's because can't be impartial in her reporting.
Right.
She's obviously in some type of relationship here with the head coach of the New England Patriots. Anyway, all right, guys, those are your three things.
Well, you've got your choice. You can either applaud and support the research team at Virginia Commonwealth University, or you can jump in your car and head over to Virginia Commonwealth University and try and, pull the plug on their research, depending on whether you want this to happen or not. But they have just introduced a prototype for the THC Breathalyzer, making roadside marijuana testing a thing. Right there. It's small. It's inexpensive. Looks like an asthma inhaler that relies on 3D printed parts. And it's designed to work within minutes. No need for a laboratory to send stuff off. It's straight up like if you've ever been taken to the police station for a breathalyzer or done the game in the bathroom at the bar where everyone, do you look confused? Think you never went to a bar that had the breathalyzer machine?
No.
And then you go to the bar.
So you could test yourself before you left?
Yeah, you go to the bar. But we used to turn it into a game. You go to the bar and do a couple shots, see who can blow higher. It's like the punch machine,
right.
Who can punch it. The punching bag. We'd go in and see who could blow the higher VAC in the bathroom. It's very simple. There's a mouthpiece to collect your breath, a cartridge where the chemical reaction occurs, and a detection chamber that shows the results. Supposedly, it's also able to distinguish between specific components. So it can separate the THC versus the CBD or the CBN. Now, there's still more work to make it definitive.
Yeah,
of course,
this is what I want to know.
THC is the main one that causes you to get high, as opposed to like CBD they use in like ointments for pain, joint pain, and things like that. But they are saying they are fairly close. Now, the big question is, how will this affect certain things? Because obviously it's still illegal federally, but a lot of states
moved down, remember, federally.
Yeah, but it's still illegal. I mean, it's still illegal. But 24 states have it legalized, whether it be medicinally or a bunch of states have it recreationally. But you still can't drive while using it. You will still be considered driving under the influence. So, what's the timeline? How long does it take to get out of your system?
What's the legal limit?
The legal limit,
and how,
of course.
And how can this thing determine the limit? That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, whether or not it can just pick it up in your system.
Yeah.
But what is that definitive limit? Because a lot of people could go to the bar and have a beer and not blow over, 0.08.
Right.
Or even 0.05, I believe, is the OUI.
But I'm a lightweight, so how's it going to, be different? I don't know, man. It's weird.
So again, no word on exactly how close they are, but they have come out and said, "Look, we've made them. We've already started making them, and we are testing them. So it'll be real interesting to see."
I think it's going to take a while.
And then you look at, have you ever had a couple of beers and smoked a bowl before or something? Is it going to be, be able to determine between the two?
Yeah, that's bad news for me.
How do you?
I can't mix. I'll be a mess.
Yeah, but you're also not jumping behind the wheel of a car, are you?
Right.
No, I'm just saying, people who mix, I don't know how they do it.
It can be a lot.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever driven by someone, the weed smell is wafting into your windows? You're like, bro, you're not even trying to hide it.
And I have literally seen people with the...
Oh, yeah.
You're like, well, okay. Yeah, exactly. Not trying to hide it one bit. Mm-mm. So, I don't know if it's going to be, around the block, but it is definitely in the way. That's a valid question, Josh. Can it tell if you had an edible?
Yeah, right.
Well,
because you will have the THC in your system, so I would have to assume that it can.
But not your breath. This is your breath, right, we're using? It's a breathalyzer?
Yes, but
maybe.
I mean, are they taking it from the particles of smoke that are still in your mouth,
yes.
or what's
Saliva.
in your system?
So, okay, would a breathalyzer work if I had been butt-chugging beer?
Yes.
I would have to assume so.
Would it?
Yeah. It measures your blood alcohol content. It measures it from your blood. So
yeah.
And
that comes from your breath.
Right.
You can tell that from your breath. All right.
But we'll see if the THC, what's it called? The THC detector is going to be happening anytime in the near future. It's a Wednesday, which means it's time to visit one of our favorite websites. That would be FessHole, where people jump online and anonymously admit things they've done. And if you want to do so, feel free. 800-821-9970. We would love to hear your confession. We'll keep you completely anonymous. Like this person. This person who admits. I want to start doing this. This person who admits.
Oh, no.
I used to fart in the cookie tin and then quickly put the lid back on before leaving for work when my wife told me her mother was coming over for coffee.
Just a little act of rebellion.
That ain't a chocolate chip. Oh, man. And if you got the bubble guts, too. Oh, man.
Okay. This is so stupid of a question, but can you trap a fart in a jar?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a stupid question. I say we should have a Test It Out Thursday.
Dick?
I believe you can.
You think so?
I believe you can.
Have you tried?
No, I have not tried.
Big Rick,
but I'm
have
willing.
you tried?
I will try.
Yeah, I think we have to give this a try.
I love it. Yeah,
I
let's
think
do
we
it.
have
We got to do it.
We got to fart into some Tupperware.
I mean, I've lit one.
Seal
I've
it
lit
in.
one in this studio before, so
Yeah, it's like how fast do you have to get that lid on, though? That's the thing, is it's going to escape.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you've definitely farted it. It's stuck around the the cloud has. Yeah,
I think you're gonna I think best be used like a coffee can, a larger size.
Instead of a smaller one to keep it condensed?
So that you can kind of sit down,
sit
do
on
it,
it and snap that thing shut.
and then just slide the lid under real quick.
Because we've all had that slow-moving storm system that just lingers, like that cartoon cloud.
The thing about it is it will follow you because of the air as you move. It
the air pressure sucks it in.
So, if you're in one room and you do it, you walk into another room, it's going to be in both rooms.
Could you work up 5 farts to do into 5 separate cans so that we can do it time-wise to see how long it will last sealed in a coffee
We're
can?
going full scientific method here.
Yes.
You need the you need the 0 fart can, and then you need the progressive fart can.
It's like the body farm down in Tennessee. They need to see how long it takes a body to decompose. We need a fart farm.
Yeah, we need
here.
a fart farm to see how long it takes.
Plus, we're going to have to just kind of play it by ear and just have the cans available for when we have the ability to do this. Because it's not like you can do it on demand.
Another valid question we've gotten through 2 text messages. Are we talking bare ass farts, or are you doing the pants filter fart where you have, because, we set up a little corner, then you could actually crevice the pants down. Because I think that would make a difference.
I promise you, pants or no pants, I'm not going to have an problem making this happen.
Okay. So
Ask my wife.
8697 says, I've 100% done it with my friends before.
And it worked.
Carrie has said, and you are completely correct, Carrie has said lots of women are charging for money for farts in a jar online. So, yeah, we're gonna test out this theory. Now, you know what we should do? We're gonna take it up another level.
Okay.
And we're gonna do fart roulette. We're gonna do it, but then we're all gonna get the same can and mix it up, so you don't know which fart you're smelling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
6 cans, we each do 2, and then we do the 3-card Monty, and we shift them all around.
Whose it is on the bottom of the can or something?
Yeah,
and you're trying to guess whose fart is
Yeah, we turn into a little game. It'll be the next Rock and Rumble. Whose fart is this? Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, can we move on, please? We're talking about FessHole.
This was just one confession.
This is one confession. Now I got to cut him short. I don't have enough time. Let's see. This person says, whenever we go on holiday, I stash my drugs and sex toys amongst my husband's things. I figured that the way if the plane goes down, he looks like the pervert, whereas I'm just the normal one.
I like that version.
When in all actuality, I'm the wild one. This person says, I'm having sex with 2 of the neighbors, each without each other's knowledge, thinking of adding a third. It's kind of like skiing ahead of an avalanche, being fully alive in the moment. But no, you're in constant danger.
Yeah.
What?
Wow. This person admits, when I was a teen, I had a boss who said when he was a boy in the 1940s, his family escaped Germany and moved to Argentina. I was so naive, I just assumed that he was Jewish until I read his obituary and found out that, no, he was not Jewish.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he escaped Germany for other reasons.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he was on the other side. This person admits, I grew up without a dishwasher. We washed them by hand. First time I saw one was in a horror movie where it bursts open, spills water on the floor, and electrocutes a young girl. I have one now, but I never stay in the kitchen while it's running. You can't be too safe.
Aww.
That's everyone of our generation seeing a log truck on the highway.
Yeah.
We will not drive behind a log truck on the highway.
Never.
And every single one of us says the exact same thing today. Not today, Final Destination. Not today. This person says, I have a new girlfriend. She has a dog who I feed my boogies to. The damn thing loves them.
Oh, gross.
God.
What is wrong with you?
I mean, they eat their own poop. What's
They
a
do.
booger?
That's true. Booger ain't going to make any difference. And finally, this person says, at college, I bought a sex sheep as a joke for a friend. One weekend, my girlfriend was away, so I used it. It wasn't great, but not the worst I've had. And then I cleaned it before I gave it to him. I feel slightly ashamed.
Slightly?
Throw it out and go get a new one at that point.
Right.
You don't still give that thing away. Come on.
Jeez, freaking perverts.
There you go. If you're looking for a laugh, go visit FessHole today. All right, I want to know if you have a neighborhood pet peeve, something contained within, like, your block or, like, just your subdivision. Because I do, and I've now made a second phone call. It's driving me nuts. Oh. And I don't necessarily blame Waste Management, but I wish that they would pay a little bit more attention because, you know, obviously we've got our condo subdivision and garbage day is all on one day. I think it's Wednesdays. But people in our complex have a tendency to not only put their garbage bags in the bin, but also lots of loose stuff. Like they're just throwing stuff in there. And then the garbage truck comes by and does the automatic arm, right. And it dumps the garbage. And they, you know, obviously being inside the condo complex, there's a lot of stops within a short period.
Right.
It's not very stretched out. So they just kind of have the back of the garbage truck open. Well, every single Wednesday afternoon, litter everywhere. It's all blowing out of the back of the garbage. But it's also the fact that people in the neighborhood are putting loose garbage in the garbage cans instead of all bags, which would keep everything contained. So this loose garbage is, you know, flying out. And then not only that, where we live, because we've got like a back corner unit, it is up against fences of the houses on the other street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On the other side. And so all the wind blows and it all collects against the fence. Right. So our corner is like garbage dump corner.
Oh, no.
Oh, it pisses me off so much.
That's like, you know, when it seems like recycling day, when it's a really heavy wind day, they fall over, the crap's blowing up and down the street. It's annoying.
Yep. And so I've made a couple calls to Waste Management. I'm like, look, I don't put the blame on you because your garbage truck driver's like, can't you do a pickup? These are not like, it's not like a cup or a receipt.
Oh, yeah.
There's stuff.
Yeah.
I just really wish you could pick it up. That's my neighborhood pet peeve. Kelly, do you have a neighborhood pet peeve?
Well, yes, I do. We don't have sidewalks. We're not on a, rural, semi-rural neighborhood. And a few of us have dogs. And you're walking your dog out on this county road.
Like on the side of the road.
It's hilly. Also, back in the area of Licking County I live in. So there are hills where cars will speed 55, 60 miles an hour over the hill. And here I am walking my dog.
There. They come over the top.
And I do get annoyed by that. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't even think there's a speed limit on that street. It might be 55, but there are homes. It's a neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it does get under my skin.
800-821-9970. What's your neighborhood pet peeve? Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Deanna.
Hi, Deanna. What's your neighborhood pet peeve?
Oh, my gosh. You know what grinds my gears? We're talking about the trash, all right?
Uh-huh.
Well, we have a small dog, and this small dog lays small poops. Well, our neighbors have a large dog, and they allow their dog to poop in front of our doorway, and they don't clean it up.
Oh.
So we have instructed our dog to go poop in front of their door, and she does it every time.
Wow. I mean,
if people would pick up their dog crap, like, it's in the paperwork, like, it's there,
Yeah.
It looks like a horse laid it, but yeah, that's my pet peeve.
That would be a big pet peeve. I would not be happy about that at all. But I really appreciate you joining the show this morning. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you.
Have a great one. Bye.
She stole mine.
Oh, dogs pooping in your yard?
Well, then I don't mind that as long as the owner cleans it up.
Right, absolutely.
And because I find out when I'm mowing the lawn.
Oh,
it's
man.
just, dude,
it's in the wheels.
I'm going to see him. One day I'm going to see him not pick it up, and there's going to be a confrontation, I promise you.
Okay.
Because I'm fed up with it. You are rude and disrespectful. It's your responsibility. Take care of your dog's crap. That is a real pet peeve.
That is real pet peeve, absolutely. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hello.
Hey, it's Colin.
Hey, Colin. What's your neighborhood pet peeve?
My pet peeve is, and I know it's okay to do, but my neighbor across the street, empty driveway, parks across the street, and then when I back out to go into work in the morning, I have to damn near cut the curb so I can get out.
So they're parking on the street instead of their driveway, which is empty, by the way.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. If you're trying to back out, and they're I mean, granted, if you had a smaller car, you wouldn't have to cut the curb, but
Yeah, sometimes I have to deal with this with the boat.
With the boat, I'm sure
God.
with the boat, it's got to
Pain
be a huge pain. But I understand where you're coming from. I mean, you're allowed to have your own little irritations, so I appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a good day.
You too, Mike. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Tommy,
Hey, Tommy, what's your neighborhood pet peeve?
you know how everybody has, like, leaves falling off the tree and everything?
Yeah, that happens.
So my driveway dips downward instead of flat or goes up. So I'm the neighborhood collector of everything. So I have to go ahead and blow it all out. And then every once in a while, somebody wants to go ahead and be like, you can't do that. You can't blow all these leaves. It's like, well, give it one good day of a gust, and it'll be right back.
Back in your little collection plate there. Yeah, that's the worst.
And then I try to blow it out even further, and hopefully the wind takes it to some other poor soul.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the call. I hope you have a great Wednesday. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Goose, it's Goose. How you doing?
What's going on, man? What's your neighborhood pet peeve?
Man, you know, I can't stand it when there's a whole street to park on and they park right in front of your driveway. So when you're trying to back in and out of your driveway, you're like kind of pinched in.
A little too close. Yeah. You're supposed to leave a little room.
Yeah.
I've moved my car before because I've parked and gotten out, and I'm like, oh, this person won't be able to turn their wheel. Yeah, you got to leave some room there. I know, like, in the city or certain cities, you can't park within, like, I think it's like 10 feet or 5 feet of the curb. They'll ticket you if you're too close to the end of the street there.
I remember being annoyed. We lived in this neighborhood called Amherst in Westerville for 10 years. It's a great little neighborhood. And I used to get annoyed when people would park in front of my house. I'm like, what are you doing? This is my house. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
Parked right in front of my house.
So that public parking, man. If it's street parking.
They're allowed.
But you can still be a pet peeved about it.
I can't control what I'm peeved at.
That is true.
It feels like people that stand too close to you. It's like,
Yes.
don't park on my house.
Right,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. There's a personal space bubble that you're supposed to respect.
Right.
Totally get it. Thanks for the call, man. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Good morning, it's Tristan.
Hey, Tristan, what's your neighborhood pet peeve?
So every year from spring to midsummer, we have a family of ducks that like to sit in our yard. And our dogs go absolute AWOL, and we cannot take them on walks because all they want to do is chase these damn ducks.
Yeah, that would drive me nuts. Yep. Yeah, it's like the
spring to midsummer, and then they're gone again.
Yeah, the ducks are just doing what ducks do, but yeah, it's why did you have to pick my house where the dog's going to go nuts and I can't leave and your duck poop is everywhere? Yeah, totally get it, Tristan. Man, thank you so much for the call.
So having a next door neighbor with a pool, you watch the ducks come in, land, they fly. It's like an airport.
Oh, they really use the pool to hang out in?
There's this one couple of ducks that come every year.
Oh, I'd be so mad.
Well, they don't bother us, but I love to watch them cut. Like, it's like watching an airport. They come in, and you see them, like, coming in, and they land in and you hear the splash next door. Real quick, regarding the dog poop, if anybody wants to run for office, I don't care what party you're in, if you campaign on making that illegal to not pick up your dog poop,
I'm pretty sure
I'll vote for you.
Isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. If you get caught, I'm pretty sure you can get in trouble for it.
Really?
Littering?
In someone else's yard if you don't pick it up. Or definitely, like, if you don't clean up after your dog in public. Like, if you're just, walking your dog and letting them poop all over downtown or whatever, pretty sure you can get a ticket for that.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but
you could be right. I don't know. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Give it a look-see. If you got one, 800-821-9970. It's 997 The Blitz.
And now,
all right, I'm
The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Ohio is expanding access to its 211 resource network statewide. If you dial 211, it connects you with food assistance, housing assistance, health care, transportation, and other services. Governor DeWine has announced the new service now covers all 88 counties in Ohio. From the well to the cell, baby Jessica, the Texas toddler who back in the 80s fell 22 feet into a well and was trapped for 58 hours until her rescue, is now 40 years old and has been arrested for domestic assault. Police say Jessica McClure Morales was involved in a disturbance at her home in Midland County, Texas over the weekend. She was arrested, charged with causing bodily injury to a family member. She posted bond and was released from jail. Now, if you weren't around and alert in 1987, the chokehold this baby Jessica story had on the entire nation, as every single TV network interrupted primetime TV to carry the coverage of the rescue of this 18-month-old child, baby Jessica. She fell through an opening at her aunt's house, about 8 inches wide, and was stuck 22 feet below ground. No food, no water for 58 hours. Rescuers used oil and mine drilling tools to dig a cross tunnel to reach her. She had to have more than a dozen surgeries because she fell through that 8-inch hole and her leg was stuck up above her head for an entire 58 hours. A 1.5-year-old baby. Now, she had, like I said, had to have more than 12 surgeries to correct the damage that was done there. But she said in an interview at 2017, she has no memory of any of this. Like zero memory at a 1.5 years. I don't remember anything from a 1.5 year old. So luckily that, I wonder, do you think something like that still causes trauma inside your body that you just don't know?
It's kind of hard to argue because this isn't her first run-in with the law. She's had other issues. I know there's some drug stories, you know, so it would be interesting to study. You may not remember it, but what kind of trauma it has on you no matter what.
Does it like embed itself into your cells? I don't know. A tow truck driver in Washington State says that he hiked into the woods to help a young Uber Eats driver who was stranded after following GPS directions right into the woods. And this kid just kept pressing forward until he got stuck about 1.5 miles in. He really wanted to get this food delivery there. Ostensibly young, a guy just starting to drive for Uber Eats. He says he was using Waze, and it told him to turn, and it was apparently this unpaved area, and he just kept going. He's like, this doesn't look right.
But it's telling me where to go.
This doesn't feel right, but it says Waze says I'm right. So he kept going about 1.5 miles in, got completely stuck, could not get out. So he calls a tow truck guy, and it's dark. It's at night, right? The tow truck driver comes and realizes this is protected land. It was basically the what do you call it? Department of Natural Resources.
Okay.
They controlled that land. So he's like, he can't drive his tow truck in there without permission. It's after midnight at this point. So he hiked into the woods until he found this kid. And it's like 20 years old. Ended up walking the driver back out to his tow truck and drove him home to his mom's house. And then the next day was able to get permission and had to bring in an excavator. That's how bad this car was stuck.
Wow.
Damn.
And
what's the tow bill on that?
I know.
Can you sue Waze?
Probably not.
I think maybe you should use your own best judgment.
Yeah, I bet it's in the fine print.
Yeah,
we're doing the best we can, but keep your eyes open.
Yeah, if it feels wrong,
if it
go
tells
ahead
you
and
to
back
turn
out.
right and you're driving into the ocean,
Right.
don't turn right.
Why'd you drive into the lake? Waze told me to.
That's right.
That's the way it said to go.
All right, those are your 3 things.
It's the Morning Blitz.
It's time. Rock and rumble. Kelly versus Goose.
On the Blitz.
There's a great Broadway musical on tour called Bat Out of Hell, the musical. And yes, it is based off of the music from Meatloaf. We gave you the description. With themes of freedom versus control, youth versus authority, and love transcending boundaries, this unforgettable production features legendary songs from Bat Out of Hell album.
Wow, you're really reading a lot into Meatloaf.
That's
I love it.
Quite the description. Yeah, Bat Out of Hell, I would do anything for love. It's all coming back to me. You took the words right out of my mouth, plus a whole bunch more. Or what kind of framed this story for this musical. It's going to be at the Palace Theater this Sunday, 7 p.m. Tickets available at Kappa.com. But if you want to go, let's give you some tickets right now. 800-821-9970. We're going to play a game of Rock and Rumble, Kelly versus Goose. What is today's theme, Thick? What are we doing?
This is one we've never done before.
Uh-oh.
These are state nicknames. I will give you the nickname. You tell me the state.
Are we going one by one?
Did you not see my report card in school? Especially when it comes to, like, U.S. history and geography?
No.
Okay, it was a D-, so I don't like this game at all.
Like the Buckeye State.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
And obviously you'd say...
Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have gotten that one.
Oh, yeah, right.
All right.
It's probably the easiest one out there.
Let's get
only
to
one I know.
contestants. I know.
I literally don't know any other one.
Well, some of them
I know one.
Some of them are like kind of obvious by the
Right.
nicknames. So
I know Florida's, and that's it.
Okay, I know that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right,
I won't use the Sunshine State.
Yeah, let's get two contestants here. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Vivian.
Vivian. Hi, Vivian. All right, you called in first.
Hello.
Your choice. Do you want to be teamed with Kelly or Goose?
Goose, I think. I like Kelly too, though.
I was about to get excited, and then you were like, I think. I don't know, maybe.
I feel like second pick here.
I feel like kind of both got slighted.
Yeah,
Goose, I guess.
absolutely.
I
Goose,
like
I
Kelly
guess.
too,
I like
though.
Kelly, I guess. I don't know.
Lesser of two evils, whatever I got to go with.
The lesser of two evils.
Do I want my toenails pulled off or my fingernails pulled off? I'm not sure which one.
I'll do what I got to do
Do
in
what I
order
got
to
to
get
do
to
to
the
get
show.
some tickets, right?
Vivian, I think you're great.
Vivian, hang on 1 second. We're going to find Kelly a partner here. Blitz, hi, who's this? Hello?
This is Terry.
Terry, hi, Terry. All right, Terry, you are going to be teamed with Kelly. All right. Vivian, Terry, you guys hang on. Kelly and I are going to go head-to-head on state nicknames. Are we doing one by one, or are we just yelling out the answer?
What do you guys want to do? What would you prefer?
I say for this, we just yell out the answer.
Okay, that's fine.
All right,
Oh,
let's
boy,
see.
start
What
easy.
can we start with here? You want me to start easy?
Yeah.
You're just yelling them out?
Yeah.
Just yelling them out.
The Peach State.
Georgia.
See? You know these. How about the Hoosier State?
Indiana.
What?
Yeah. E-I-E-I-O. That's what I was going for on that one.
So we got a hard one here. The Natural State.
Oh, come
Golly.
on.
Wyoming. But can we just keep yelling? Montana.
North Dakota.
Nope.
What is it? The natural
The
state?
natural state.
Oh, gosh. The natural state. Oregon.
No.
Washington.
Trying to give a hint. I think we're going to give a hint.
The natural state.
Is it where they filmed the movie The Natural with Robert Redford? No. Oh.
One of the presidents during our lifetime is from this state.
Oh, my God.
Arkansas.
Yes.
Hey, how about you?
Which president, Kelly?
Clinton.
Yeah. I remember while he was in office, his basketball team, Arkansas, won the national championship.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, he was going crazy. I'll never forget that.
I swear, if we are ever playing Trivial Pursuit, I call Thick Rick to be on my team. You have the most knowledge of...
Because I'm the one who creates all this crap.
Okay.
I have no choice. I have to do all the research.
Yeah,
Everything
but then
we talk about, you have a trivia point that you recall in that dense, and I mean dense in the best way, brain of yours. It's chock full of information.
yeah, but then he raises his hand and he's like, "But wait, did you mean November 17th or like 11:58 November 16th?"
Details
What was that?
matter.
If I recall, I was wearing jorts that day, and
Details matter. Ask Reacher. He'll tell you. All right. The Sunflower State.
sunflowers. Kansas.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
See, you know these.
I don't. That was a wild
What?
guess.
Yeah, just happen to name one of the lower 48.
How about the Pine Tree State?
Colorado.
Nope.
Okay.
Seattle, Washington.
No.
Pine trees?
Connecticut.
No.
Pine trees.
Maine.
Yes.
Maine. How about you? Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas. What's the?
Don't ask me. I don't know. Don't know the song. I never learned the song. Was never taught it.
Some of these are easy, man. The Beaver State.
Oregon.
Washington.
Oregon.
Yeah.
The Keystone State.
Keystone. Pennsylvania.
Yes.
I knew that one.
Yes.
I remember hearing it. I didn't know it, but I remember hearing it.
And with a score of 4-2.
Oh, come on.
I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you want to have a good time.
She's like, I don't know any of these.
All right, Terry. We're going to give you a pair of tickets for Bat Out of Hell, the musical. You've got plans this Sunday to head to the Palace Theater. But, Vivian, we won't leave you out. We'll give you some tickets, too, okay?
Oh, yes! I want to go in the worst way. Thank you.
Well, now you're going in the best way.
Let me say, first of all, I love you, Terry. You got stuck with me, and it worked out for you. Vivian, I don't know, man. How you like me now? All right?
I like you better now. You're cool.
You won her over, Kelly.
I'm the one that gave you the tickets, Vivian. What are you talking about?
Well, thank you.
I
wanted to go see this in the worst way.
Well, again, you're going in the best way. Don't think of it the worst way.
Don't feel bad. Goose didn't buy these tickets.
The worst way would be like as you're walking in and like you snap your femur and you got a bone hanging out, but you tie it off. You got to sit through the pain with no Tylenol. You try and block the pain with some wine from the bar as the show's going on, but then you're sick by intermission. You end up throwing up in the bathroom. You got to be taken out by ambulance. That would be going to see the show in the worst way.
Is this in your memoir?
I was going to say, did this whole thing happen to you?
No, I'm just saying that would be the worst way to go see a show.
You ever think about writing a book? Very creative, sir.
Thank you. All right, you guys hang out. We'll get you those tickets.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Oh, yeah. We got some people doing some things they're not supposed to be doing, including the first story that takes us down south. Yes, we have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? A woman down in Florida was pulled over in a vehicle in Bonito Springs. Now, here's the thing. She wasn't even driving her own vehicle. She was driving her boyfriend's vehicle. Her boyfriend was in the passenger seat. And I guess it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, except her boyfriend was pulled over 2 days prior to her getting pulled over. And she was pulled over and tried to explain to the cops that it wasn't her fault. It was the car's fault. Because the car is a Toyota Supra. This is a car that you would see in like a Fast and Furious movie. Kind of one of those decked out sports cars. And, you know, if you've ever seen Fast and Furious, those cars are made to do two things. Be fast and be furious. And so that's what she tried to explain to the police officer. And the reason she was going 123 miles per hour is because she's in a Supra and she thought it was okay. That's what the car is made for.
Yeah, sue the manufacturer. I mean, what's she supposed to do?
Right. And like I said, it was only 2 days prior that her boyfriend was pulled over for going 118 miles per hour.
Oopsie.
And the cop was like, we just had this conversation 2 days ago. No, you cannot go 123 miles per hour. I don't think if you're supposed to because it's a Toyota Supra. It's not allowed.
Have you guys ever gone that fast in a car?
I've gone 122.
I don't even think I've gone 100. I've never reached, I don't even know if I've reached 90.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've gone 122 one time.
95 on 71 coming back from snow trails.
Oh, okay.
I did when I first got this car. I think I had this car a month, and it was myself, and it was Nora in the passenger seat, and then the 13-year-old. Well, he was 13 at the time. Was in the back seat, and it was pretty open. It wasn't like an early Sunday morning, and we were on 270, and I was like, hey, should we go 100? And he was like, yeah! He's in the back seat going, whoa! I did it for like a split second.
But it is what your car's built for. It's made for that. I'm not saying it's legal, but I am saying for you to do that.
The speedometer does go to 180.
Yeah. I never saw the
180?
cop.
Yeah. I never saw the cop. That's what.
Oh, so you got pulled over.
I got pulled over.
Did you have to go to court?
No, he didn't write me a ticket because at that speed, because it was 55 then. He would have had to take me to jail.
The reckless driving ticket.
Yeah, and he didn't want to take me to jail.
Well, that's the other thing. Down
so
in
he
Florida,
gave me a warning. I was like, I can't believe I was going that fast. Yeah, I played the whole thing.
Down in Florida, they have super speeder laws. So they go from speeding to careless driving to reckless driving, and then you've got super speeder, and that could be like instant jail time. So no word on whether or not Miss Lopez is going to be spending time behind bars or not. Story number 2 takes us over to Washington, D.C., because we've got a bit of an issue there in the Potomac. There is a company who is in a lot of trouble now because they are a mustard-making company. And apparently, they had issues before where they were dumping their wastewater into the Potomac, which you are not allowed to do. And they actually have been fined before, and I guess continue to do so. 60-year-old Charles Sanchez is the CEO of the company and came up with the scheme where they just extended an underground pipe to dump the dirty water into the Sahegan River, which runs into the Potomac River, because it would save money on shipping the bad water out, which is what you're supposed to do. Well, it happened for about 6 years, and employees were ordered to follow along, otherwise they risk losing their jobs. Like, no one was allowed to speak up or say anything or do anything, otherwise you'd get fired. Well, the CEO and owner of the company was just sentenced to 18 months in prison, and the company's got to pay $1.5 million fine for violating the Clean Water Act. Oh. Here's the other problem. It's unclear what's in the water, but it did cause environmental harm. So it's likely that it wasn't just mustard they were putting into the Potomac and into the river. It was the whole wastewater, so who knows the process of making mustard and what's in the leftover water. But you're not allowed to secretly pump pollutants into the river.
No kidding, huh?
Old Dutch Mustard. That's the company. Old Dutch Mustard.
It's infuriating.
Someone get Aaron Brockovich on this thing.
Right.
We got to find out what's going on. Could you imagine, all of a sudden, in 15 years, you start waking up with, like, mustard legions from the water. You got the old mustard eye. You go to cry, and it's just mustard just dripping out of your tear ducts.
Catching fish with mustard coming out of their mouth.
Yeah, just... You know, no fishing pole needed. You just drip over the water. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
I bet it made the fish tasty, though, with that, like, mustard brine.
Oh, yeah, it's an already soaked marinated fish. A mustard marinated fish.
Oh, God.
Anyways, that's your not-so-breaking news, 987 The Blitz. All right, it's time for Blitz Therapy, brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. Looking for some advice, 800-821-9970.
Just a reminder, you can email me, thickrick@theblitz.com with your, whatever you want us to delve into for you.
Michael sent us an email, and I can see why you might want to ask this question, but I personally wouldn't dig too deep into it. Says, my son is in the first grade and got in trouble for telling a girl in class that he loved her. The girl's parents complained to the school before they contacted us about it. I disagree with the school siding with the girl's mom, thinking our son acted inappropriate. Are the school mothers overacting here? Is it inappropriate for a first grader to tell someone they love them when it comes to, like, another student? It's a very simple question there, Michael. Now, might not be a simple answer. I think it's kind of a simple answer. I think the school overreacted.
Hashtag overreaction.
I mean, your first grader said, "Oh, I love you." I had a girlfriend in first grade. I pulled her hair and ran away. She was my girlfriend. That's all there is to it.
That's how that works in first grade. You don't know in first grade? Come on.
I had a boyfriend in kindergarten, 5 years old. Our parents would take, he would come to my house or I would come to their house, and they would have to watch us because I would be sitting on his lap. And
No!
5 years old.
Yeah.
Now, that's where it began and ended. I mean, you're 5. You don't know. You just want to, you like somebody. They're your friend, and you want to hang out with them all the time.
I would think this would almost be a sign that Michael and, if he has a significant other, are running a really great household where this boy is expressing love. It could be worse. You could be punching the other first graders. You could be a little hellion.
I think adults have lost the plot sometimes, and they sort of attribute their own ideas of love and expression of love through an adult lens.
Right.
Through a 6-year-old's eyes, just expressing, like, oh, they really like this girl. I mean, I do think this could have been handled without reporting it to the school and just saying, hey, like, well, she's kind of uncomfortable with, those kind of things and whatever. You can talk to your 6-year-old and say, hey, maybe don't say that anymore because the little girl doesn't like it.
Yeah, the little girl doesn't like it.
Respect what the little girl says.
And that's the other thing, too. It's not mentioned in here. The mom who reported it to the school didn't say anything about what the first grade female
Right. We
said.
don't even know if it upset the kid.
No idea.
I had the same thing. Michelle White, she lived 2 doors down on Timberman Road in Grandview, and we were going to get married one day. She was my girlfriend. She had no idea, but...
Oh, you're right.
Right,
Dave says extremely overreacted. Doug says I got caught playing doctor with the girl next door when I was 5.
Yep.
Yeah, got to be real careful with that one for sure.
That's the thing is like little kids that is what little kids do.
Right.
And you do need to be corrected in your actions. That is what parenting is.
Yes.
But in a gentle way with a little boy who said I love you to a little girl, that you don't need to call in the cavalry. Is that it? The cavalry, not Calvary.
Cavalry.
That's Jesus. The cavalry for that.
Yeah, at kindergarten, getting caught playing doctor in kindergarten or at 5 years old or saying I love you in first grade, that's more exploratory and learning than it is like a definitive action.
We used the light bright pegs were the syringes, and they'd be like, you're getting the blue and the red shot today.
Oh, okay. Because we've used the light bright pegs, but it was for much kinkier stuff. Byron says, and I agree.
To this day, you still light up when you fart.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's absolutely unbelievable. Yeah. I piss like a unicorn. It's just colors everywhere. Anyways, let's see here. I do agree with this. Byron says, damn, we're learning a lot of new stuff about Kelly today. Yeah. You're sitting on people's laps at 5s. You were outrunning the cops at 19.
Yeah, I tell you.
Boy, it's all being aired out.
You think you know me? You don't know me.
Johnny said the mother of the other kid is clearly a Karen. I don't want to throw out the word Karen. It does sound like she's a bit uptight. Yeah. She's a bit little wound up. If the little girl
was uncomfortable, I can understand the mom saying, hey, let's take care of this.
Right.
Like, and they don't maybe feel comfortable approaching the family, approach the school, whatever. You sort of made it into a bigger deal than it needed to be, because I would think this little boy's parents would have been okay saying, hey, the little girl doesn't like it, so you can't say that to her anymore. That's how we do it.
Yep. Samantha has a great point. She says, what the flip? Get the flip over it. I had a boyfriend in first grade. He's still my friend. I mean, remember, passing notes. Do you like me? Check the box.
Check
yes or no? Maybe. I mean, come on now. We've all been there. So, Michael, I think you're in the right here in terms of asking those questions. I don't think your son did anything wrong. I think we're all in agreement. Like I said, the only thing you left out of your note here was how did the little girl react? That kind of determines the outcome. Either the mother's overreacting if the little girl didn't mind, or if the little girl did mind, then the mother may have overreacted a little bit, but still has a right to protect her daughter and say, let's just pump the brakes on your son throwing out the L word.
I really like Mike's text. He said, we're born to love and taught to hate. Whoever is mad over a first grader expressing such is a hateful person.
That's a valid point. I'm not mad at that one bit. 800-821-9970. How do you feel about the whole thing? It's 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
Today is tax day. Tax returns must be postmarked or electronically filed by the end of the day today to avoid a late file penalty. You can, if you're still working on your forms, you can always file for a 6-month filing extension. But that's not an extension to pay. If you owe, you've got to at least, within a reasonable amount, sort of estimate what you owe, and you have to pay it by today.
I got to remember to jump online and ask for an extension.
Yeah, but you better remember that.
I thought you got yours done.
Oh, I did them. I just didn't mail in the check yet.
Oh.
Because I ain't got that kind of money just sitting in the bank account ready to go. So I got to be like, hey,
I don't like an unexpected
set up payment plan. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either.
Yikes.
Yeah.
A Florida doctor's been indicted in connection with the death of a 70-year-old man who had the wrong organ removed during surgery. 44-year-old Dr. Thomas Sheknovsky is now facing a manslaughter charge in the death of 70-year-old Bill Bryan. He was taken into custody this week, prosecutors say in August of 2024, during what should have been a routine laparoscopic splenectomy. Dr. Sheknovsky accidentally removed Bryan's liver instead of his spleen. That resulted in catastrophic blood loss. Bryan died on the operating table. After the surgery, the doctor said Bryan died of a ruptured splenic artery aneurysm. However, they did an autopsy and found the spleen was completely intact. No trouble there, but the liver was missing. The surgeon faces a possible 15-year sentence and also has to deal with 2 other malpractice cases. In one, he's accused of removing part of a patient's pancreas during a routine surgery to have their left adrenal gland removed.
What?
In another, he's accused of removing part of a patient's intestine, causing a perforation, which led to the patient's death shortly after surgery.
How is this man still practicing medicine?
How?
This is like the question, not that you'll ever really know and you won't be able to see like their records, but would you go to the doctor who graduated med school with like a 2.1 GPA? Like they still graduated med school. They got their stethoscope, they got their plaque, they got their diploma, but you barely passed anatomy. You don't know the difference between a spleen and a liver. I don't know if I want to see your grades. Because if you're less than like a B plus, I don't know if I want to go to your doctor's office.
I feel like I definitely want to see reviews. Like I need to see like an unbiased account of about. Give me 25 reviews, and yeah.
But reviews are going to be like bedside manner. Reviews aren't going to tell you that hey, this guy doesn't know the difference between a liver and a spleen.
I'd love to come back from the dead and let you know how he botched my surgery, but I can't.
This is the third time, apparently, he took the wrong thing out. Like, as a doctor, how do you not know as you're removing the liver going, hey, that doesn't look like a spleen? Because I'm sure you've seen them both before. Dissected. You've dissected bodies before.
Yeah. I don't know. You're right. There's got to be some... I don't know how a person can be put into a situation that risks their life like that when you already know this guy has a track record.
Right. Yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Nope, that's the wrong word.
Yeah.
Awful.
If you got a C- in anatomy, you shouldn't be a surgeon.
Yeah. No kidding. Oh. All right. Well, we are officially 1 month out from Sonic Temple, and full set times have been released. 140 acts performing across 5 stages over 4 days. And now you can plan out your experience pretty much to the minute. Although I do regret to inform you that my presence at the Megadeth show is very much in question now that I saw the set time.
Oh, really?
You knew they were going on live.
What, 7 o'clock?
You guys, but it was because it's a side stage. I thought, well, they won't go too late.
No, they're going to be earlier than the main stage headliner.
Yeah, so I kind of was thinking maybe 7. No.
Oh, it's not 7?
Oh, no, it's 8:15.
Yeah, 8:15 to 9:15, right?
Kelly can't do a show that late.
Oh.
I can't. I'll be there all day.
Monday off if we could get Monday off.
Could we?
Would you, if you go to Megadeth?
Well, you aren't the decider.
No, I'm saying I think we could.
He goes, I'll make it happen for you, Kelly.
I think I could. I think I could sell it if Kelly will stay for Megadeth. I'm just happy because Saturday night, Manson ends at 9:15. Bring Me the Horizon starts at 9:20.
Yes! Well,
that's how they all are. They're staggered like that, so you're not going to have any overlap.
Right.
Like last
allegedly.
year.
Yeah.
Right, allegedly, yeah.
It depends because things might get pushed.
Stage set up, little movement here, little act running late.
If everything runs perfectly, you can take off from the cathedral stage and make it to the temple stage with a minute to spare.
Yeah, so if the temple stage, if they do run 5-10 minutes late, I'm good with that.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Those are your 3 things.
All right, couple things that you should know about that you might want to keep in the back of your mind. First, the fact that as a parent, if you have tweens or teens in your life, you probably heard the whole 6-7 thing that was going around and how annoying that was. Mainly because It meant nothing.
It just means mid, right? Like, how are you doing?
I don't know if it means that.
No, like if somebody says, how you doing? And they go, 6, 7, it means I'm okay. I'm doing all right. I'm mid.
Okay, well, I never heard that. All I ever heard was someone just going 6, 7 and putting their hands up in the air.
Yeah.
Or if they had a score at a basketball game, everyone in the student section would go 6, 7. It means nothing.
I wish people could see you right now.
It means nothing. Well, thankfully, like most things, it faded away. But now we've got a new something to deal with. And that is going to be, you're going to hear your teens or tweens possibly say, you the birthday. You the birthday is the new expression. Apparently, it was first used in a 2025 song by some rapper called Huncho.
Huncho?
Huncho. It's called Birthday Girl is the song. And he says, you the birthday. But here's the thing. It can mean multiple things. Some people are looking at it as a compliment. Some people are looking at it as an insult. Because if you call someone the birthday, that can be accusing them of suffering from what they call main character syndrome. Like you're trying too hard to get birthday-like attention. You want people to pay attention to you. You're trying to be the center of attention. You're trying to be the main character. You the birthday. That would be the insult version of it. Now, you could also take it as a compliment where you're describing someone who is like the whole vibe. You got it going on. Someone who lights up the room. You bring energy. People can't look away from you.
Man, you are the birthday.
You're the birthday. So,
what?
Go ahead and just be prepared. However, I guess over the past couple days, they've also heard people using spin-offs like you the funeral. Or
you look like crap.
You the belated birthday, which I don't even know what the hell that means. So stupid. Why are kids so dumb now? Why can't we go back to psych?
I mean, well, that was just it. We had our language. They do too. It's no different.
I really want to go back to the time when we called people jive-ass turkeys.
Okay, and I guarantee you our parents thought we were as silly as we think these kids are. You know how many parents went, what the hell does rad mean? What does that
sure.
rad?
I'm sure.
You know. Which I thought was a really dumb word, by the way.
Yeah, I never really used rad.
It's radical.
Yeah, I never used that.
Radical, man.
The other thing you should know about, if you're a lottery player, you may have picked up a Powerball ticket or two. I only pick up Powerball tickets after it reaches the $500 million mark.
Yeah, I don't. $200 million is not. I don't need
that's
that.
not going to do anything for me. I need at least a half bill before I start picking up Powerball tickets. But just know, the pots are going to start growing much faster because they are in the final stages of getting approval from the United Kingdom Gambling Board, and they're going to start selling Powerball tickets in the UK.
For real?
Yes. It is the same Powerball that we're partaking in. It's just going to expand the pot and grow the pots faster. Now, they do say that the $2 ticket is staying the same if you pay the $2 ticket for Powerball, and the odds are going to stay the same.
Well, sure.
1 in 292.2 million. That's not going to change, but it's going to grow faster as they're going to start selling those tickets over in the UK.
But I'm also going to say I don't think those pots will be getting as big as they have because there will be so many more combination of numbers being played, they won't get that far. You know what I mean?
No, every ticket that is sold goes into part of the pot. Has no idea.
No.
The combination of tickets.
No. What I'm saying is every time nobody wins, it goes up for the next drawing. When somebody wins, it goes back. It resets. And I'm saying because there's going to be so many more people playing more combinations of numbers, it won't. There'll be a winners more often. Is what I'm saying. You get what?
Winners more often? I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean, possibly, but you could be picking the same numbers. There's still so many number combinations that, I mean, will there be more winners? I don't know. They're saying the pots will grow faster. More people are
will. That's true. They will grow faster. I just don't think there will be no winner as often.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see whether or not that happens. But look forward to the Powerball tickets. If you want to pick those up, you're going to have new competition across the sea. It's 987 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's learn you some stuff on a Wednesday morning, make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Like, did you know in 1935, the cosmetics company Lancôme was named after ruins of a castle, La Château de Lancôme, that the founder visited while on vacation in the French countryside. His inspiration for the logo, a rose, was all the wild roses growing around the castle. So you're putting a little medieval times on your face.
All right.
Every time you put on that Lancôme.
I just got some of that for my wife for Christmas.
Did you really?
Yeah. I just can't wait to tell her about this.
Yeah. Putting a little medieval times on your face.
Will you dress up like a knight, honey?
You can use that another thing. We'll put some medieval times on your face. Huzzah! Did you know that 95-year-old Warren Buffett still lives in the same house in Omaha, Nebraska that he bought in 1958? Bought the house for $31,500. Today, considering the price per square foot of the area and inflation, it's worth about $1.4 million. So, quite the investment. However, even at $1.4 million, he's worth $140 billion.
I wonder, what has he done to it? Has he changed anything?
From what I've read, no. I mean, upkeep and maintenance, but hasn't
like add-ons or
nothing huge.
Is it much of a piece of land? Or?
It's decent, but it's nothing crazy.
Huh?
Nothing crazy whatsoever.
Huh?
Did you know that eating ice cream actually makes your body temperature hotter, not cooler? It's because of the fat content, and your body's burning off the calories, so it warms your actual
That's why you feel
temperature.
colder.
Right.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches do the same exact thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Speaking of eating, I did know this, or at least I've read it before. Almost every airline still requires their pilot and co-pilot to eat different meals, just in case there's something wrong with the food.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
If you've ever saw the movie Airplane,
Did you have the chicken or the salmon?
Fish.
Chicken or the fish, yeah.
Yep. And finally, there's been a lot of talk about oil and gas prices and all that kind of stuff and where it's coming from and how they're moving it and where they're moving it from. Did you know the foreign country the U.S. imports the most oil from is Canada?
Yep. 50% of our oil comes from Canada.
What's the second most?
That we import it from?
Yep.
Is it Venezuela?
Not quite. Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figure somewhere down.
Mexico is.
Well, I mean, they're both closest. That makes sense.
Does. It absolutely does. There you go. Learning some stuff on a Wednesday morning. 99.7 The Blitz.